Hello to whoever may be watching this. It's Colby here. Hope life's going well for you. If the coronavirus wasn't enough, we now have murder hornets traveling around. Um, I saw one the other day, I'm pretty sure, and they're pretty big, and so I do not plan to get stung by one, and hopefully you don't either. Um, Regardless of that, I hope life's going well for you. I hope you're finding ways to stay grounded and to have a routine spiritually and physically, mentally, and relationally. All of those realms are super important, and I'm just praying that you're finding ways to stay grounded in those and to stay healthy. And um, yeah, life for me has been pretty busy the past couple, I guess, days anyway. Uh, if you know him, I'm moving. If you know Jonathan Heron, me and him are now roommates, and I just moved in with him yesterday, and I can show you a little bit. That's my new bed there, and I have a sleeping bag and a pillow because my mattress haven't came in yet. Um, but yeah, I'm getting things set up pretty nice. Uh, I'm OCD. I'm very particular about the way I like things. I'm very neat, if you can't tell already. But yeah, I had originally planned on doing, I guess, my own kind of devotional today, but this morning I woke up and I was reading through some of my devotional books, and I picked up the one by Oswald Chambers, My Utmost for His Highest, and I read today's devotional, and it struck me in an odd way, and I think it'd be good for today. It's not only encouraging, but it's challenging, and I love devotions like that, as I've already said many times. Um, and so yeah, today he titled it "Judgment on the Abyss of Love," and it comes from 1 Peter chapter 4:17. For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of God. And Chambers writes in his devotional, the Christian worker must never forget that salvation is God's thought, not man's. Therefore, it is an unfathomable abyss. Salvation is the great thought of God, not an experience. Experience is only a gateway by which salvation comes into our conscious life. Never preach to experience. Preach the great thought of God behind. When we preach, we're not proclaiming how man can be saved from hell and be made moral and pure. We are conveying good news about God. In the teachings of Jesus Christ, in the element of judgment is always brought out. It is a sign of God's love. Never sympathize with a soul who finds it difficult to get to God. God is not to blame. It is not for us to find out the reason why it is difficult, but so to present the truth of God that the Spirit of God will show what is wrong. The great sterling test in preaching is that it brings everyone to judgment. The Spirit of God locates each one to himself. If Jesus ever gave us a command he could not enable us to fulfill, he would be a liar. And if we make our inability a barrier to obedience, it means we are telling God there is something he has not taken into account. Every element of self-reliance must be slain by the power of God. Complete weakness and dependence will always be the occasion for the Spirit to manifest his power. I just want to reiterate the last sentence. Complete weakness and dependence will always be the occasion for the Spirit of God to manifest his power. I think that's super important to hear, especially with the season we're in, and I know it can kind of become redundant hearing that in the season we're in, and the unprecedented times. I've become kind of annoyed myself hearing that over and over again. But I like just reading the complete weakness and dependence will always be the occasion for the Spirit of God to manifest his power. It's when we come at the end of ourselves, and when we are complete weakness, and when we shy away from self-reliance and the reliance on God and his Spirit. I've been on a journey for a couple weeks now of trying to find, and like I've said in my last devotion, of trying to just find the sufficiency of Scripture for myself, and if I was not to have anything else in this world besides God and his Scriptures, would I be at peace with that? And God's teaching me things in this season, and I'm so grateful for that. And I'm so grateful for this season, regardless of And it's hard to say that, but it's regardless of everything that's going on. Because I think the Spirit of God is being manifested in ways that wouldn't happen otherwise. And I think that's important to understand, in just the ways that the Spirit of God is being manifested that wouldn't otherwise happen if it wasn't for some of the things that are going on. But yeah, that's that's the devotion I have for you guys for today. I hope you're encouraged by it, and I hope you're challenged with it as well. Please know I'm praying for you, and as well as all the other interns are as well, as we're doing these devotionals. But yeah, go in the grace and peace of Christ, and I love you all.